because naturally the arch is part of the crustacean, which ranges us to the moon, and the moon goes back into the heart of the man, because the man's the giver. If you've seen the Sashimi-makan, we know exactly what the truth is, because we can restore it through our chakra. We generate a kundalini energy, and that replenishes us. That's why I piss in my mouth. It comes, excuse me, what happened? Excuse me, you're saying some weird shit right now. I know, Peppermint, that's, I'm off my medication right now. Whoa, what medication? Actually, I'm not on medication. That's one thing. I can't stand any of them. Like, I've been on so many cocktails that it's like literally poison. I mean, it is poison. I call it poison because it is. All the negative symptoms are so much worse than anything they help with. I have the aliens communicating with me. Sometimes when I'm emotionally dysregulated, that switches into the CIA actually messing with me. And there's times when like I can't tell, and it is the CIA because thanks that fucking guy. See, they're fucking with me. It's fucking every fucking time. It's whatever. See, they actually are screwing with me because they take advantage of people like me with our disorders, and they gave me truth about what's going on, and it doesn't matter what I say, it doesn't matter how long I talk about it, how blue in the face I get, no one's gonna listen to me because I got schizoaffective or schizophrenia. It shuts people's brain down when you try and to start with that. So excuse me, it's I can't think now because Whoop Wagon needed to make one noise right there, and it didn't make any noise after that or before. Why? Because me, obviously, and it's like having this having these brain problems are fun. They make life a roller coaster, make it very turbulent. I wouldn't trade this maelstrom for calm waters. Would not. Because this is what makes reality worth living, at least for me. And I take medication. It makes the roller coaster. It makes it like this. It doesn't make it like this. It makes it like this compared to this. So it's like it barely does anything. And the negatives, like it takes away all my musical intuition. Like take a look inside. Tell me, what is that fire? Deep down, what is it that you desire? What would you choose if you had no prior memories of the liars under present disease? If you healed your scars, didn't need please no stars. If you were free from the wars, the feet off the floor, would you shoot for the stars? Simple set up for Mars. A sepic's not a tree, a puddle's not the sea. Anything else loves us than a human being you could be. It's simple biology, or natural philosophy. Perceive these truths of evident and join me. Like I don't have any timing. Like I don't have any timing when I'm like on medication. It's I know it's just like on the spot. It's not the best thing I could do because I'm hypercritical of myself, and anything less than pure perfection is crap. But like I can just do that. And when I'm like hyper, like on caffeine and actually like manic or just even dysregulated in the negative, I can create like some really cool crap, just beatboxing or scatting, or I'm getting better at creating stuff off the dome. I don't feel comfortable yet doing that on camera because I feel like I'll start and I'll ruin it. But eventually we're both going to make some really cool stuff, I think. And like I can't do that. I can't make forward progress in that direction on medication. And part of me is like, yeah, medication is a tool. If you swing a hammer, you can fix a house, or you can cave your skull in. It's all about how you use it. And that same sentiment can go towards illegal drugs, but the same sentiment can go towards anything really. And I just think like I can't. There's no balance with antipsychotics. See, like I haven't done any drugs in I don't know, like over a month now, and I haven't done any hard drugs in a long time. And it's like I can take a hit of marijuana, and I can write like for like a whole afternoon, and that's great. And then I don't need there's no connection for the next day or whatever. I for these antipsychotics to work, I need to take them every day for like months. Like it'll be like 6 months before I see an effect of some of these medications, and it just I can't really. There's such it's not good value. It's not good value. Spend 6 months to see maybe if this medication, which is just like all the others, based on the few days I've been on and faced the negative consequences, to see if these 6 months go by, if I get some positive results from it. It's not good value. It's not a good idea. And it just why. So I'm stuck. So I'm stuck, and I can't. I like to say I'm good at making individual steps, but as far as looking on the horizon and seeing where the mountain is and making a plan to get to the mountain, I can't do that crap, because every day, like I said, it's either the aliens are leading me, or I used to say God's talking to me and freak people out, so I changed it to aliens, or it's the CIA, or it changes into a lot of different things. It's not just like the CIA. I say that as a big negative, but there's like a lot of different pieces there. It could be just like the church is persecuting me again. It's like all these little things they come together, and I can't really make a solid line from point A to point B, because one day I'm going this way, other day I'm going this way, other day I'm in my own ass. It's just I heard something about being in your ass. It was not. I like it. I like anal. You're 2 years old. That's a penguin years. I'm like 5,000 years old. It was the program, motherfucker. Okay, Peppermint. I know all about the penguins. I'm not allowed to talk about the actual fairy penguinos, but yeah, because we're like a super species that's taking over the planet. We're actually the aliens, and the aliens communicate with me by sending tachyons through my plushy self, which goes into this man's giant penis, and then he can save the world. Thank you, Peppermint. Thank you for exposing the truth. Now, anything for the penguins. Thanks, Peppermint. I'm just fucking blabbing now. I want to talk about medication, and it's such a complex thing, because it's not it's not an A or B. It's not black and white. It's for some people they'll be very useful. I'm sure I've been told lithium might be good for me, and I don't know. I'm waiting on October 3rd, right? And that appointment was scheduled in August, and we're just waiting, because that's what mental health is. Oh, you got problems? Hang on. So does everyone else. We don't have the resources for it, because no one really takes mental health seriously. So no one really diverts enough resources to us. At least in Oregon and many other places. I'm sure I'm being pretty harsh on Portland and Oregon in terms of the homelessness problem, the mental health issues, a lot of the things. They decriminalize meth, even though objectively decriminalizing drugs is a good thing. It still creates this black hole problem where every meth head's come here. But all things, because I'm harking on it, I'm just really just getting angry at it. When I know Alabama or Mississippi or many other places are far worse. I say that like an asshole because I've never been there. I don't know personally, but just from having been to North Carolina, seeing what it's like there, and knowing in general how the culture's grown. I mean, there's a lot of problems everywhere. It's, people that for change to happen. Right, there needs to be progressive body. In a very conservative area, things are going to be stuck in the past. And 1950s Nurse Ratched, that shit still exists. It still existed in New York, still exists here. So I know it's probably a bigger problem elsewhere. And that's really that's what I wanted to really just touch on, is that we're going through a second mental health revolution. It's not, the first one was, oh, the person's crazy, lock them up. Then the revolution had, the change in paradigm happened in the 50s, 60s, where it's like, oh, person's crazy, give him medication, all the medication. Now we're going through another change in paradigm, where it's like, hey, this is more complex than just change, flick a switch in the head. It's not going to work. The medication. The medication's a tool which helps, But the real thing is healing. The real thing is, working on yourself, getting those experiences, getting outside your comfort zone, and reconditioning yourself in so many different ways. It's an entirely personal thing. So I can't, if someone's west of their destination, you can tell them go east, but go east is not, the direction you tell everybody, because we're all scattered all over the map. And it's all about finding who you are. If you know who you are, if you know the self, you can derive all the answers you need. And so every day is an exploration of myself, and through expressing myself in art, I learn more. Through going through life, I learn more. And at this point in time, I feel medication it would just be another barrier of my personal growth, which is my spiritual growth, which is the most important thing in my life right now.